What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch. Common question of the day. What's the most expensive deck that's casual or non-competitive, not your main deck that you own? How much you put into it? Are you guys more of a collector? Do you like to have... Personally, me, I have a max rarity Crystal Beast deck. I'm talking Ghost Rare Rainbow Dragons. It's gorgeous. And I want to know what you guys have. What's your max rarity deck? Do you really take it out and use it when you play casual with your friends? Or something you just built, put it aside, have it in a deck box, and every now and then look at it and check it out. Maybe put it to the side and every now and then add more nicer cards if you can find trades for them. It is kind of hard to find cards from like Tactical Evolution and the older sets. So let me know in the comment section down below what's the most expensive cards you have in your casual deck or just lying around. I have a buddy who has a Shonen Jump, a Gold Sark, and he doesn't play it. He just doesn't have it in a deck. He just has it in his sleeve. Something about that is so awkward to me, but it's what he has, and I like to know what you guys have. Anyway, looking at Mystic Fighters, things are kind of weird right now with the value. Mystic Fighter booster boxes are roughly around the same price, and they always have been when the set is just first dropping on TCG Player. The current price point of the booster boxes here is about $63. That's not a big change, to be honest with you. It's not really crazy. The value ultimately will drop because as the players will have access to this box in about, I don't know, a couple of days. So we'll see that price changed up. But the first card that's really spiked up in high in value is Primathmech Alembertian. The current market price value was roughly around $32, and now we're seeing the price value spike almost double, beyond double actually, at $75 a pop. So is Mathmech a good deck? Is it the deck we're supposed to be looking at in Mystic Fighters? The next most expensive card is Kitchen Dragon Maid, and to be honest with you, it has a $29 market price, but the value is less than $28. Then you got the Generator Board Stage, the most expensive generator out of the set, with a $24 market price. Its current value is roughly around $23. So yeah, Mathmech might be the real set. The cards you want to get this set, it's kind of weird. I always expect to be Dragonmaids would be kind of cool. I mean, they look kind of good, but evidently value-wise, it's just not equaling out. Up next, we have Tempest Magician, a card coming out of Crossroad Chaos. And they get a super rare reprint, but we're really talking about the secret rare version of Crossroad Chaos. With a $6 price point, unlimited versions of this card are actually less than $5 with shipping included. Now, if you want a first edition version of this card, it's going to run you way beyond. And this is one of those cards where the unlimited version of the secret rare, these old secret rares, are like a couple of bucks, but the first edition version of secret rares are just insanely different. And by the way, I just want to say, the unlimited versions quickly, as you guys can see over here, spike up the value really high. But the first edition version of this card is roughly around $20 on the market for Tempest Magician out of Crossroad Chaos. It's a really spicy card, and I don't want to go into details yet about why it's so good, but it's definitely a card you might want to consider if you don't have this card already. Once again, it had another version, a printing of it. I believe it was super rare. And Stars Overdrive is a special edition. It's about $1.50 if you want to grab that one. Less than $2 with shipping and everything. But I think the secret version for a couple of bucks extra is really worth it. We then have Chaos Hunter, a card that was used by Jesse Cotton, and we're sporadically starting to see play in a couple of decks. Really good against Orcus variants if you got to time it properly when it comes out. But Chaos Hunter coming out of Storm of Ragnarok has an $8.70 market price, but they're lightly played on limited versions about $14. Versions are also roughly around $14 for this card, almost double the value of its original printing price. Chaos Hunter has been like that. It has sporadic value. When I went down to my previous regionals, I believe the one in South Carolina, Yu-Gi-Oh players were buying this card all over the place. They didn't care if it's common, rare. They didn't care. They just wanted to get their hands on this card as fast as possible. And the secret rare definitely is the one that has the highest value. I talked about this on my market watch probably about a week ago as well, when it was roughly around $7,000 to $8,000. Now we can see here it's spiked up in value. There's other versions though. There's a Mosaic rare coming out of Backpack 2 or War of the Giants. That value is roughly around anywhere from $2 to about $4 for the card. And then you got common versions being less than $1 if you're interested in picking those up as well. Then we have Evil Swarm Nightmare. Now, any rank 4 toolbox, any deck I could make a link for, rank 4, can easily go into Evil Swarm Nightmare. It's probably one of the greatest cards that nobody's really talking about right now. The best version is coming out of Dual Terminal 7 with a $6 market price. It's actually stabilizing perfectly in the market, with the 9 War being the first listings at around $6 for this card. Now, once again, if you don't want to pay $6 for Evil Swarm Nightmare but still want it, it did come out super rare and hit Arsenal. It's under $1 in the market price, as well as common in Legendary Hero decks. This card's really good. It requires 2 level 4 monsters, 1950 defense, 2 level 4 dark monsters, really say. When you post for someone's a monster, except they're in a damage step, you can attach one XYZ material from this card, change that special summons, and the S is very important to face down defense position. The reason why I like this card so much is if you're pulling Pendulum summons, You just attach one from Evil Soul Nightmare, and they all go face down immediately. That's really huge for this card. I really think this card's a card that we might see more playing moving forward. Any deck that can make level 4 monsters easily, at least 2 of them, that has access to like a Utopia double package, can easily also have access to Evil Soul Nightmare, just to have better matchups against decks that kind of spam the field, just like what they're doing. Zodiac Barrage is another card out of Raging Tempest that everyone kind of forgot about. Now, I get it. Zodiacs, they should be hit. They should be all gone, obliterated. Totally fine. But if we're going to be honest with ourselves, the Zodiac Barrage and the Zodiac package is always a threat that lingers in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe one day Konami will fully unlock Zodiac. Maybe. Before you go, V, they'll never do that. Look at look at not Thunder Dragons. Look at Elemental Dragons, E-Dragons. They're slowly being unlocked. Yet we only have one Tempest. But how long it's going to be before we see another E-Dragon go to 1? How long is before we see Tempest even go to 2 or even 3? I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. And looking at Zodiacs right now, they're really cheap because nobody's looking at them. Nobody's talking about them right now. And that's why I think you guys should go in and grab these, because nobody's even paying attention to these at all. By the way, real quick, guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below. Also, if you want to support this channel, go down in the description, the CC Player link. Use it whenever you want to buy your cards. I really greatly appreciate if you do that. And if you bookmark it, even more so better. Moving forward, though, looking at Zodiac Barrage, coming out of Raging Tempest with a $3 market price. Let you play first edition, with shipping is about $3. That's with shipping included. Also, if you want to buy other cards for Zodiac, you can see over here, they're all dirt cheap. Zodiac Whiptail also is relatively cheap. You get a Megaton version of Dryden for like 19 cents. If you want the original print version of Dryden, the unlimited version is going to run you about $1.50. For first edition versions of Dryden, it's roughly around $2. So yeah, Zodiac, I mean, I think the most expensive card right now out of Zodiac currently would more than likely be Whiptail, because I had the Ultimate Rare reprint. But the Ultimate Rare OTS 5 version of this card is so dirt cheap, it's insane. Ultimate Rare version of Zodiac Whiptail with a $12 market price is roughly around $12 to $13. This card is highly low. Nobody's looking at it right now. Once again, I recommend you guys go in and grab this. Also, the Zodiac package works in a lot of other packages with a lot of the decks, more notably Bujin. Another high rarity deck that I'll probably do a deck profile about that, just for funsies. But yeah, no, it's something that you might want to consider. Next, Fanny's Ruler, the rare version coming out of Cyber Dark Impact with a $9 price point. It's just about bought out. Fanny's Ruler has roughly around a $15 price point right now. It's not seeing any play, but it just does. It's one of those things where it just does. Now, once again, I recommend you guys, if you have this card already, please get rid of it. Sell it as fast as possible. You don't want to touch this, because more than likely Konami's going to realize this and ultimately make a version of this card that comes out in the next OTS pack as like a common. And it will kill all value, especially the Champion Pack common version of Vanny's Ruler, which also has almost a $15 price point, higher than its $9 market price. Then we have Starlight Seafried, a card that has a $38 price point and it's roughly around $39 in the market. Almost near $40 for Starlight Seafried. And here's the thing, here's the honest truth. I think this card only belongs in one deck, Thunder Dragon Combo. And I think it's a great deck if you're playing a deck in a meta in which nobody knows what it does, nobody knows how to stop it, and nobody's not prepared for it. I think this card's insane, and then that deck's insane. The minute Yu-Gi-Oh! Players know how to stop it, and the minute Yu-Gi-Oh! Players know what to do against this deck, it's really hard to play this. You can still do it, and you can still have opportunity to get your regional invite with it, sure, but it's not going to be, you know, a cakewalk like it was a couple of weeks ago. With that said, this card does not maintain to be a high price point card. It's going to go low in value. So if you have this card already, what are you doing with it? Selling it? That's what I recommend. And that's what I'm going to be doing with the copies I have of this card. I'm just going to sell it. Because besides the 3 of Starlight Seafried, you definitely need to play the combo deck. You also need Chaos Dragon Levianeer, another card which holds a, I don't know, about $30, $31 price point. You need 3 of these, and you need 3 Starlight Seafried, and then you need a whole Thunder Dragon package, and then the rest of the bits and pieces of the deck. It's just not worth it to pay that kind of money for a deck that's decent. It's a good deck, but I don't know if it's worth it. Unless you don't have a tier 1 deck at all, and want the best, most expensive version, then sure, you could get this one, maybe Little Knight Orc, if you want to max grade it. You can do that. Your choice. I wouldn't recommend it. I actually yesterday wished everyone special spicy tech. And one of my favorite ones yesterday, everyone commented in my last video, was Electric Virus. And someone made a great point. Electric Virus is really good if you're looking to play Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon's worst matchup, by far, is Orcus variant. And Electric Virus is a card you can search out in Thunder Dragon. That's right. You can banish your Thunder Dragon Fusion in graveyard, and it lets you add 1 Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. You can add Electric Virus. Electric Virus effect says you can discard this card from this card to the graveyard, target 1 machine or dragon type monster your opponent controls, take control of that target into the end phase. That's really good if you're looking to take a Orcus Plays monster. They'll be a little bit reluctant to give it to you, but you know, Electrovirus. And if you go first turn, you have Thunder Dragon Fusion Graveyard. All you gotta do is activate Thunder Dragon Fusion. Your opponent doesn't stop it with their Counter Trap. They're gonna stop Electric Virus with the Counter Trap. And then you have free reign. Maybe one thing you should pop, but other than that, against pure Orcus, you're gonna blow them out with this card. It's a very good card. And I like Mind Control, which is also a phenomenal card. This card's a card that's very searchable. So once again, this card I like a lot. The best version of it, I mean, it's a bunch of commons. It's literally like 10, 20 cents. But if you want the highest max rarity version, the Battle Pack on a price version that came out so for a rare, that one has about $17 market price, and it's just about bought out. But I will say before that, there is a place that lists for about $15. After that, it's another $15 listing. And then the price point goes to $26 for the Battle Pack tournament prize card star for a rare. So if you want the highest version, I don't recommend it. But if you want it, it's right here, and it's a lot of money. Up next, we have Mystical Space Typhoon, a card in which, once again, everyone recently gained having access to Astral Packs with this past weekend charity event. The value of this card roughly is around $50, and I think even that was kind of low. But looking at it right now, the value currently listed on TCG Player is for about $40 for Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, whether or not you want to play this card in main deck in your competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, it's up to you. And as we move forward, you'll always have the opportunity and choice to play as Mystical Space Typhoon. We're still going to be getting Twin Twist as the ultimate rare. We have Cosmic Cyclone that also has the ultimate rare. So you have access to all these cards. But the difference of Mystical Space Typhoon from these other two cards is this card's heavily used in GOAT format. It's only a one of in GOAT format, but it's still a card you're going to want to get for GOAT format. So if you don't have access to this card, it's $40. And if you're looking to play GOAT at max rarity, you're going to want to grab this card now before the value spikes up high. Once again, I will say this card value will go back up high. It 100% will. I think KONAMI pretty much cleaned their bin as far as Astral Packs. So the opportunity for Yu-Gi-Oh players to get more Astral Packs moving forward in the future, well, gone. And if Yu-Gi-Oh players want to continue playing GOATs, which they're not going to stop playing GOATs. We're not going to stop playing GOATs. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, this is going to be the one you're going to want to grab. I'm teaching my son how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I actually posted a picture on my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, links will be down below in the description. And I'm starting off teaching him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh with GOAT format. It's probably one of the best formats to teach someone how to play Yu-Gi-Oh with. And I'll tell you right now, max rarity GOATs is very expensive. My deck's not even full max rarity, and it's still pretty expensive because GOATs in general are expensive on max rarity. But the cool thing about GOATs, if you're a newer player, you can buy the deck dirt cheap out of all comments and still be the same thing, just rarity different. Next, we have Scapegoats coming out of Tournament Pack 8 as well. With a $33 market price, the value for our limited versions are about $35. This card is going to go higher in value. It's going to go higher. The format is called GOAT format. This card is used in that format. It's going to hit some dumb numbers, easily over $100. If you don't have your Scapegoat Ultimate Rares, well, you're going to have a hard time trying to trade for this card. And if you do get some, hold it. Don't get rid of this card. Then we have Sengan coming out of Retro Pack 1, another card for GOAT format, and I guess in regular Yu-Gi-Oh as well. But the highest version of Sengan is coming out of Retro Pack 1. The market price is at $71 for a Super Rare Scapegoat. Ready for it though? Right now, if you want to have access to a cheaper version of Scapegoat, you can, but you're going to have to get it in a different language. Scapegoat Italian currently right now, Super Rare, is about $21. You also have it in French and you have it in German. $21 to $22 for these versions, and they're lightly played, but they're Super Rare RP1 Scapegoat. If you want the next Scapegoat in English, well, that's going to run you about $50, still lower than the $70 current market price. Then we have Naturia Beast. Now, this card's slowly going back up in the market. It went down a little bit in value with the Naturia Beast getting a reprint in Dual Power, which is like 32 cents for Ultra Rare Naturia Beast. In fact, every version of Naturia Beast basically went down in value, besides the Hidden Arsenal 2, which maintains like a $4 price point. But realistically, the max version of Naturia Beast is going to be found in Dual Terminal 2, and that value is about $40 right now for this card. Another card which is more than likely is going to go higher in value. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised in the long term, we're going to see the Ultra version of Naturia Beast hit a higher price point. I'm talking about like $6 to $8, higher than its current 32-cent market price. As well as Naturia Barkion, coming out of Dual Terminal 3 with a $20 price point. Near mint limited, it's about $15. Super low right now for Naturia Beast and Naturia Barkion. Once again, these cards always get forgotten about. One of the both of them get a reprint, and Yu-Gi-Oh players don't care about them. Then a deck can feature one of these cards, and then the cards just blow up in value. So I'm telling you right now, whether you want a Naturia Barkion and Dual Terminal 3, which is the highest version of the Naturia Barkion, or would you like a Ghost Rare version of the Naturia Barkion, or other version, you're going to want to go ahead and grab those now. In fact, you want to grab that or the Naturia Beast as soon as possible because their value is definitely going to go higher and higher and higher. We also have Galaxy Star Beast. Another card has been slowly rising in the market. The original promo version really never changed. The value of that promo version of Gallus is about $10. Then we have Legend Collection 2 version, which is about $7. You even have the common version, which is also about $5. Gallus is in desperate need of a reprint, and it's only used in Burning Abyss, and Burning Abyss is not being the most dominant deck in the meta, even with the new card that came out recently for the deck. It just didn't really do it, even though I like the new version of the deck. It's just not there yet. But I will say Burning Abyss has that potential. Burning Abyss will always have that potential. It will always have the ability to go one day just become a meta deck again. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Burning Abyss became tier 1 again in the future. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. The only question to me is, and you should be asking is Gallus needed in the deck? And if it is $5 common Gallus, will it maintain that price point? I highly doubt it. In fact, I think Konami definitely should make a reprint of this card as well, because the last printing was in what? Raw Mega Pack or Legend Collection 2, one of those? Like, it's absolutely insane how, like, badly this card needs a reprint. Then we have Harpy Chandler. Now, Harpies ain't doing nothing, but the deck does look gorgeous max rarity. I will say that. Lord Tech and Galaxy version of Harpy Chandler with a $9 market price is actually roughly around $12 currently. And that's only for the Ultra version of Harpy Chandler. If you got the Mega 10 version of Harpy Chandler from 2014 that had an $8 market price, well, you're going to be paying a little bit extra. It's roughly around $11 for the Ultra version of Harpy Chandler. Now, if you want the Ultimate Rare version of Harpy Chandler, which has a $15 market price, the Unlimited version is going to run you about that's for damage. The Unlimited version of Near Mint be about $13. Now, if you want a first edition version, once again, it starts off at $15, and after that one's gone, it quickly goes up to $16 for the Ultimate version of Harpy Chandler. This is a very casual deck, and that's why I actually beginning the video, what's the most expensive casual deck you have, because max rarity Harpies, that's a real money. That's a real price point. That's a price point that is, if not equal, more than current competitive meta decks right now. So casual decks can be very expensive. Moving forward, guys, we also have Sky Scourge No Realis. The super rare version from Forces of Break is like 66 cents, but the ultimate version of this card with a $20 market price is more than that. It's about $22 to $23 for the value of Sky Scourge No Realis. Norleris. I actually say No Realis. Anyway, the value of this card is really expensive, and I really don't know why. And in fact, if you know why, I would love to know in the comments down below of why this card is worth so much money. We also have Plague Spreader Zombie, Ultra Rare, coming out of Cross Rare Chaos. Great set, by the way. $7 market price, and the version of this card for Lightly Played Ultimate Rare Unlimited is $5. $5 for an Ultra Rare Plague Spreader Zombie. Yes, it's not first edition, but it's $5. The value for the first edition version is way beyond that. Let's see if we can find it over here in the price listings. Going over page 4, I think page 5. Page 5 thing is the version. Yeah, Lightly Played first edition in 5. The first listing of Lightly Played first edition is $42. In fact, after that one's gone for $42, the next version that's not just German, which is roughly around $100 for German and Italian versions of this card at first edition Lightly Played, the next version is $180 for a Name It first edition version of Plague Spreader Zombie. So, Paisanos, do you want to spend $42 if you're lucky? Realistically, $180. By the time someone watches this video, they're probably going to pick this up. $180 for a Plague Spreader Zombie, Ultimate Rare first edition? Or do you want to spend $5 for Unlimited Ultimate Rare version of Plague Spreader Zombie? Now, I know a lot of people are going to go V. I'm going to get the Ultimate Rare first edition. I'm going to be the highest rarity. I totally get it. But if you want a max rarity version of a card, just not first edition, $5 is actually an insanely good price. It's really hard to argue an $175 difference for a card because it has that first edition on it. And to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of high rarity stuff. I'm not putting myself through that. I'm going to pay $5 for the Ultimate Rare Unlimited version of Plague Spreader Zombie. Up next, we have Master Hero Dark Lord. Coming out of OTS Tournament Pack 1, $90 in the market price. Well, not anymore. By the way, this card's low value, at lowest, was around $42. Stabilized roughly around $50 for a long while, and it's pretty much bought out. In fact, the only listing of this card is the Damage Unlimited version for about $77 for Master Hero Dark Lord. That's it. That's all there is. $77 for a damage version of this card. Other than that, the market is clean. Hero players, they don't care about value. $200 hero card, to the eyes of a hero player, worth it. Anyway, boys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button and comment down below. And let me know what you guys think about these casual, crazy, high expensive cards. Let me know if you're selling some of these cards, like Starlight Seafried. If you're just unloading these because, you know, it's crazy money. If you're going to go ahead and grab a trade at your locals for scapegoats. Are you looking to pick up max rarity goat format deck, which I used to hate, but I'm kind of slowly going. I kind of want one just to have one. I don't even like really play ghosts. I just like a max rarity goat format deck. I'd like to know what you guys think about that, as well as cards like the Interior Beast coming out of the dual toronto version, which is currently about $40 for this card, or the Interior Barkdown, which is very low right now, currently at $15, and can easily hit higher numbers. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. It's your boy V, and you paisanos have a great day.